It's time once again. That's right. Let's do it. Let's jump right on here and draw another YouTuber. What's up, blind viewers? We're going to do another color pencil drawing. Yes, of a friend of mine. Alright, this is getting real tough. I find myself, if you hear me hesitating and I sound like I'm slow, and people will say I'm boring, it's because I must think very, very hard. I must choose every single word very carefully if I would like these to get on YouTube and make my 32nd of a cent. Alright, well, here we go. We're going to start. I usually start with the eyes. I think the eyes, one, it's a good base for me to go off of. The placement on the face, on the head, and I can pretty much go from there. Go down, do the nose, and get the mouth placement, and then pretty much go. Now, some people that do this, they do outside in. They actually draw the face and head shape first and put everything inside. They'll do that where they draw a line down the middle and then draw a line across where the eyes go, one where the nose and one the mouth will be, and they do it that way. I work inside out. Don't know if it's right, don't know if it's wrong, because if you watched, I have no formal training, so I don't know what I'm doing, really. I just do it. I do what's comfortable for me, what's best and easy for me. And here I'm laying in the darkest color right now. Putting in folds and creases and lines and establishing where things are after I sketch them in. I sketch them in the lightest color. That way, if they're not quite right, I can actually move them because that undertone will be there anyway. And then once I have everything sketched in the lightest color, that's when I lay down the darkest color and establish everything. And once that's there, it's there. I really can't change the position or anything then. And again, when I'm doing these, I am looking at pictures from videos. So eye color and stuff like that, I don't always get right. I often hear people tell me, oh, my eyes aren't blue, or my eyes aren't green, or my eyes aren't brown, or whatever. But I can pretty much only draw what I see. I don't know. The person's not sitting here in front of me, so I don't know. And I don't want to go, I mean, I can, but I'm lazy. I don't feel like going through 20 videos to see if I can capture a good lighting situation where I can see their exact color of their eyes. Unless they take a good photo when the lighting's right and everything, I don't know. So here I'm going in with like a mid-tone. After the darkest going down, the mid-tone, and I'm laying in all the shadow, the dark parts. This will make it easier later to blend. Moving on to the lips. Lips are different. Depends on what they are, male or female, or non-gender specific, gender neutral. Sorry. There I go. Boom. This one's probably going to get whacked. Anyway. So yeah, it depends on what you're doing. But yeah, I always take into consideration every light source. Light source is a big thing. On this one, when you're looking at it, the light source is coming from the upper right hand side. So on the left side you can see, you know, like underneath the nose is going to be real shadowed. The upper left lip is going to be in shadow. The light's going to hit the forehead and the cheeks real hard, and it's going to hit the right side of the chin. So the left side of the chin will be in shadow and all that stuff. So I got to think about these things when I'm going along here. where the light's coming from, how it's going to hit certain things, what's raised, what's not, to give that illusion of depth and 3Dism. Did I just make up a word? Maybe. On a flat piece of paper. But here I'm going in with, oh, I just missed it, sorry. But yeah, I'll be going in with the lighter there, the lightest color, the lightest skin tone I'm going to be using. And I'm blending out the mids and the darks. And it kind of pushes things around and makes even a different tone. You'll still have the lights. The mid-tone will turn into a light mid-tone and a dark mid-tone when you drag the darks into the mid-tone and everything. So if you look on the right side, the right cheek, that fold where the light hits the top of the cheek, but it doesn't get into that fold underneath. You look at that, there's a real dark line, but then it kind of fades out both ways into dark midtones, light midtones, and then into the light. And it gives you that illusion of the shadow and the crease and everything. Whereas on the left cheek, the light will hit it. It won't light it up. It still throws a shadow because it's around the cheek, but that crease, that darkness, it isn't as prominent because the light does light it up a little more. Same with lips. Your top lip doesn't really get a whole lot of light because unless there's a light from the bottom, like shining up from your chin, then it will light up your top lip. But in normal circumstances, your top lip doesn't get a whole lot of light, so it's usually darker than the bottom lip. And depending on where the light source is, your bottom lip doesn't get a whole lot of light underneath where it connects to your chin. But right where, around the toothy area, it gets some light, and usually on one side. So I try to portray all that, keeping light sources in mind and all that good stuff. Well, here we go. We got that. This is, if you haven't guessed, I'll just go ahead and say it. This is Ruthy D. We got the little cross necklace. She's in her car, so I put a little steering wheel in there. And I like Ruthy with her hair down. She often has her hair pulled back or pulled up, whatever you want to call it, but I prefer Ruthy with her hair down. I think she looks really pretty. She's pretty anyway, but I like her with her hair down. And here I'm putting the sunglasses on top of her head. She got sunglasses on her head, which blends in really good because they're black sunglasses and they blend in real deep with her hair color. But I had to include the sunglasses on the head. Went in there and defined some teeth, and darkened out the inside of the mouth, which really brings it together, and I'm sure you can see Ruthy now, if you didn't already. But yeah, her cross necklace, her sunglasses on her head, and my photo reference I choose is one with her hair down, which was both a challenge and fun to draw. I really had fun with this one. All her curls and waves, but it turned out pretty good. I think I did a pretty decent job of replicating Ruthy D. You can kind of see Ruthy's eyes there. It's Ruthy, her big smile. She looks like the Ruthy D we all love. She has those very prominent, well-defined eyebrows. Had to get them just right. As I go with the hair here, you'll see the glasses kind of disappear a little bit. But that's the way it is in the photo reference. I had to look real hard to see what they were. And I really couldn't see them really well to draw them exact. So I just kind of threw sunglasses up there. I just made my own, really. But all the curls and the waves and the little flyaways here and there. I try to get them in there. actually think I turned the camera off before I put all the highlights in. So right now, her little necklace doesn't have the shine and everything on it. It does in the finished product though. But there we go. Ruthy D. Loved by all and loves everyone. Ruthy's awesome. So glad I got to meet her through the YouTube. I hope she enjoys it. I hope you did too. Check me out later. You never know who I'm going to draw.
What we do here is go back.